Okay, you made it to level 4s. Level 4s are level 3s with a lot more things going on, but we're still going to take them step by step the same way we did in level 3s. So, number 7, we've got a lot of negatives in the first one. We've got something to a power here, and then we've got a fraction on the other end. So we're going to work with just the first part right now. So I'm going to, again, simplify anything I can. So 37 over 7 is 5. And now we're going to play should I stay or should I go. So x to the negative 4th, that's going to go. Because it's negative, I need to become positive. Y to the negative 5th, that needs to go because it needs to become positive. X to the negative 11th, that was on the bottom, needs to go to the top to become positive. Same thing with the y to the negative 5th. And it's still to the second power. So I'm just going to work with this chunk first, then I'll get to the second part. Okay, now I've got x to the 11th, x to the 4th. So 11 minus 4 is 7, and it's going to stay in the top because the 11th was bigger. And y to the 5th over y to the 5th. So 5 minus 5 is 0. Y to the 0 is just 1. So this really just cancels out. So now I have 5x to the 7th times 5x to the 7th. Okay, the 1 in the bottom doesn't really do much because it's just kind of a placeholder in the bottom. Now if it was in the top, it would make a difference. So this is going to be 25x to the 14th. So that's the first part. Now let's go to that second chunk. So 1 over 5x to the negative 3rd. What you can do with this, okay, this is also saying 1x to the negative 3rd over 5. Okay, because if I put that part over 1 and I multiply those fractions together, the x to the negative 3rd is really on the top. So no exponents I need to simplify, but I do need to move this x to the negative 3rd to the bottom. So this is going to be 1 over 5x to the negative 3rd. Whoops, positive 3rd now. So I'm going to bring that down here. And multiply straight across. So 25x to the 14th, 5x to the 3rd. And simplify one last time. 25 over 5 is 5 on the top. X to the 14th over x to the 3rd is 11, and it'll stay on top because the 14 is bigger. So your final answer is 5x to the 11th, or you can leave it over 1. Okay, next one. All right, so again, piece by piece, I'm going to work with that first chunk in the numerator first. So I'm going to write this thing twice. Negative 6x to the negative 4th y. I'm going to go ahead and put the 6's together. So 36 x to the negative 8th y to the 2nd. And now we're going to, should I stay or should I go? So 36 is going to stay. X to the negative 8th is going to go and become positive in the bottom. Y to the 2nd is going to stay because it's positive, so it can stay where it's at. X to the 3rd is going to stay where it's at because it's positive. And y to the negative 7th is going to go to the top and become positive. So I'm going to go ahead and simplify 36 y to the 9th over x to the 11th. So that's the first chunk. Now I got to do the second chunk. So nothing really to simplify, but I do need to move this negative 9. So x to the 2nd stays because it's positive. 4y stays, but it's going to be joined with a y to the 9th from the top because it's got to change. And now I'm going to simplify this, so it's going to be x over 4y to the 10th. And I'm going to bring that down and multiply that with this guy. So 36y to the 9th x over x to the 11th y to the 10th with a 4. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this so the x's and y's are in the same order. Okay, so now I'm going to simplify. 36 over 4 is 9. X and x to the 11th, that's x to the 10th. And it will be in the bottom because the 11 is bigger. And y to the 9th and y to the 10th is just 1. So it's 1y, and that'll be in the bottom because the 10 is bigger. Alright, so there are your level 4s.